I dropped. When I awoke, I was locked in the barber shop, trapped in the barber's chair. Oh no, they're gonna try and cut my hair, but that can't stop the profit.
Yo, Prophet, ignorance is tired of you following them around. We about to put an internet out right now. Animosity, fear, what's up? Get him,
Passed by, I hear a buzzing noise. It was that chick with some of Ignorance's boys. She said, Prophet, we got you beat. By the way, I'm Mr. Ignorance's wife, Deceit. But enough talk now for your haircut. When the clippers touched my hair, they blew the...
The Mavericks look to take charge at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, and we're going to bring it to you live. For the Dallas Mavericks, they won their last contest, that game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Minnesota, Johnson is up there with Johnson. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. Then there's Martin. And it's Towns in the 5 spot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
And taken away by Johnson. And now Martin pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Nowitzki a screen. Parsons passes to Matthews. To the middle. Here's McGee. And he jams it with authority.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Now here is Martin. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. Martin kicks to Johnson. That's good. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Williams again. It's Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Williams dishes to Nowitzki. 3-pointer. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Thomas passes to Martin. Here's Towns. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too. Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Matthews. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
And here is Thomas after the three-pointer from Darren Williams. Thomas kicks to Towns. Back to Thomas. 5 to shoot. Towns dishes to Thomas. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Williams passes to Nowitzki. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Thomas kicks to Towns. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Williams attacking. And Matthews kicks to Williams. There's the dish to McGee. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Thomas dishes to Martin. He kicks it to Towns. Stolen by McGee. Outside Matthews. Johnson against Williams. 3 on the clock. Here's Nowitzki. And Dallas again with the ball.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Thomas kicks to Towns. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Towns has got 7.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Yeah, and you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Barea kicks to Harris. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Muhammad. And guys, over the last 2 seasons, Devin Harris has been a backup point guard, but one could argue that he's outperformed the guys that are directly ahead of him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. I mean, Harris came back to the team that he started his career with to be a support player, but injuries, trades, and generally poor fits elevated Harris's importance to the team.
Levine passes to Pekovic. Pekovic with a screen. Prince's shot is good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
You know, getting back to Devin Harris, he can really help you. But you want to do one thing, limit his minutes. 11 full seasons under his belt. Slender in build. It's best to play him around half the game if you can.
Prince kicks to Levine. No good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. To the inside. Wallace. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And now a 4-point Maverick lead.
You know, talking about the veteran Harris, his quickness was still apparent last season, and his skill set was a good fit for Coach Carlisle's flow offense. I mean, this guy's been around a long time, and there are very few that are quicker than him with the ball.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. There's the screen. Screen by Dallenberg. They grab their own miss. Wallace attacking. Goes back up. There's the pass to Dallenberg. Scooped up. Goes up again. Can't get the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And so the first.
Okay, Dallas, now stepping onto the court for your...
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
Jeremy Evans is out there with Wallace. Then it's Dallenberg. Then there's J.J. Barea. And it's Harris in the shooting guard position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
That's good.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Off the pick. And Muhammad throws it down.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Now here's Muhammad. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And Evans throws it down.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just one on the basket from Levine. Levine's got his first basket of the night. Now here's Barea. Harris dishes to Barea. Got a piece of it. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Harris misses.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And for Wallace last season, his main contribution was made on the sideline and in the locker room. A mentor and a spiritual leader for the Celtics. He rarely saw floor time, but his presence was felt by the young players looking for guidance, getting it from the aggressor we used to call Crash.
Here's Levine after Devin Harris's score. There's a screen. And it's sent back from Tallenberg. From past the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. In the corner, it's Harris. Harris missing again.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free rein.
Here's Prince. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. McGee a screen. Parsons attacking. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
And Chandler Parsons, boy, he can really give you a whole lot of everything. Length, quickness, skills, can shoot, pass, rebound, defend, the total package.
And back to Chandler Parsons. His versatility is so valuable to any scheme. We've now seen that in both Houston and Dallas. He gives you percentages and good production every time out.
He does, Kevin, but the one area where I'd like to see him improve is his physical strength. I mean, to take his game to the next level, he's got to be able to play through contact a little bit better. If he can do that, we're talking about a guy who could be a perennial all-star.
Matthews passes to Williams. Left side, Parsons. Shot clock at 6. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Nowitzki outside. Pass to Matthews. On the wing, Williams. He feeds it to Nowitzki. Here's McGee. Cannot hit. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Kicks it out to Johnson. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
It's Matthews on the wing, covered by Martin. And Matthews kicks to Nowitzki. Got a piece of it. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And for JaVale McGee, what was once such a promising career is now, Clark, I think, kind of at the crossroads.
Yeah, you know what? He is capable of being a major rim protector and rebounder, but I think teams are getting a little bit impatient with him because he's just not mature to the point that you would have expected.
Here's the screen. And Thomas, here we go. He used that pick to get in close. Thomas got 5 points so far.
Beautiful reverse. He got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
Williams with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Matthews dishes to Nowitzki. And the layup is good. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 5 now for Dallas.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Martin again. Matthews to the inside. Stolen by McGee. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And Parsons kicks to Nowitzki. Nobody near Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 3 assists tonight. 6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. And another shot. Outside for Martin. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And that does it for the first half of play. The Mavericks on top as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Dallas leading by 8. Checking out the group for Flip Saunders to start the second half. They've got Muhammad. Bjelica is out there with Pekovic. Then there's Tayshaun Prince, and it's Levine in at the point. That'll be a 5-second call. Williams with the ball. Parsons on the wing. The feed to Nowitzki. Kicks it out to Parsons. Back to Nowitzki. 5 to shoot. And Bekovic gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Williams. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Williams has got the first points of the second half here for Dallas. Levine kicks to Bielitsa. Feeds to Levine. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Levine's got his second basket of the night. Outside Williams. Nowitzki a screen. Ball stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Muhammad with the ball. From in close. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
Second free throw, no good. And for LaVine in his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, Levine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
Outside Williams. Over to the wing. From 17 feet out. That's good from Nowitzki on the assist by Williams. 9 points for Nowitzki.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And, you know, one thing about Darren Williams, he used to get to the charity stripe at will. At the height of his career, he was averaging almost 6 free throws a game. The last couple seasons, he's been down around 3.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And Clark, for Darren Williams, it clearly has the handle and the strength to get to the basket, but no longer the explosion that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, you know, he's had some ankle injuries, and that certainly is a part of that. And he's also in his 30s now, so largely a perimeter jump shooter, but still can impact the game with his deep shooting and playmaking.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Martin kicks to Johnson.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Martin kicks to Johnson. Here's Towns. Drops in the layup for 2. Towns has got 9.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Here's Wallace. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Berea's got 3 assists now in this one. They set the pick. Thomas passes to Towns. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. That is good. And now it's a 9-point Dallas lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Thomas goes in. Pass to Towns. Evans with the rebound.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Towns. And it's good off the glass. Towns has got 11 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Berea dishes to Evans. Passes it to Berea. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on it.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Johnson the screen. Johnson kicks to Towns. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. 13 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Harris with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Harris passes to D'Alembert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. D'Alembert's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Here's Towns. That one goes. Count it. Towns has got 15.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
D'Alembert with a screen on Thomas. Kicks it out to Evans. Berea dishes to Harris. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside Thomas. To the paint. Johnson, that's for 2. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Harris.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
To the middle. It's tipped. Here's D'Alembert. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And watching Amir Johnson-Clark, he seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Prince comes in for Johnson. Muhammad, he's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Berea kicks to Evans. Turnaround Jay. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
that is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Minnesota. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Timberwolves have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
At the line for the Mavericks,
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Here is Barea. Dishes it to Harris. Puts it up from 15. Pekovic with the rebound. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Muhammad, the pass to Bielitsa. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 8. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews up there with Williams. And it's McGee in at the center. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Levine, good.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Here's Muhammad. Shot is off. Parsons with some nice D.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Dallas calls timeout. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. With the game hanging in the balance, he tried to give his players some added motivation, saying, quote, "This is the time, guys. Right now. Be in this moment. Do your job, and we'll get the win." Back to you.
Nowitzki drives in. Kicks to McGee. On the wing, Williams. Good on the shot. And the Mavericks lead by 5. Now here's Muhammad. He's covered by Matthews. Here's Levine. Matthews with the rebound. And Bielitsa kicks to Muhammad. Timberwolves passing it around. They set the pick. Now the pass to Bielitsa. And right on target. Good. And so it's Dallas with 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Nowitzki sets a screen for Williams. From 11 feet away. That's good. And 11 points for Nowitzki.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Pekovic with the screen for Muhammad. Back to Pekovic. Second chance shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Both free throws good from Pekovic.
And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in, yet he's money from mid-range at times. especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
Good. Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Minnesota calls timeout. And back to Pekovic at the free throw line. Clark, he has consistently been around 75% for his career.
And Kevin, last season he got that number up to 84%. And he also gives you really good effort in the paint on both ends of the floor.
Isaiah Thomas.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
That's his first.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address. And guys, it's been a slow decline for Deron Williams the last few seasons. Once considered an elite point guard, he just doesn't have that stature any longer.
Outside Matthews. He dishes it to Nowitzki. And the layup falls. Nowitzki's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Johnson in the corner. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Layup off the pick. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Well, for Williams, Greg, in his decline, his field goal percentage dropped to below 40% last season. Clark, I never thought I'd see the day with that.
Those were the worst offensive numbers since his rookie season. I mean, he had the game that you thought would carry him past his athletic prime, but that might not be the case the way those numbers look.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Johnson the screen. Thomas goes in. There's the dish to Johnson.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Williams kicks to Matthews. McGee with it. And it's Martin picking him up. McGee's shot is off.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that. Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Outside Williams. Takes a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. It's deflected. And Thomas now, top of the key. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Thomas again. It's Williams. He kicks to McGee. Back to Williams. Parsons again. It's Johnson. Here's Nowitzki. Got a piece of it. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Without question, Deron Williams displaying his skills today.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Minnesota calls timeout. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Thomas. Johnson up top to take the lead. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists in the game. Williams dishes to Matthews. Drills the leaner. There is just no way, Clark, to tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Clark, that's a great point. When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Dallas moving the ball around. And Williams, here we go. Pass to McGee. Matthews, no one around him. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Timberwolves trail by 3. Towns sets the pick for Thomas. He feeds it to Towns. And the shot is good.
Assist from
Man, did they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
Well, unless they alter the defense on him, I mean, he should be the guy they go to. His height gives him a huge edge the way they're playing him now, so keep going to it until the defense adjusts.
And 101 left in the game. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to Dallas. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons.
Chandler Parsons.
That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
And here is Thomas. Towns sets the pick for Thomas. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
I don't think they've been as focused on taking care of the ball here in the second half. First half, they were better in that regard, so I don't think coach is pleased with that aspect of the game right here.
Williams passes to Matthews. Puts it up from 12. Good!
Boy, Dirk Nowitzki is a handful, and they're having a lot of trouble dealing with him.
Here's Johnson.
Mavericks foul call.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 4. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Minnesota making some changes. Bielitsa comes in for Johnson. And Damian Rudis subbed in for Johnson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
That's his first personal.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul them right away.
Here's Rudis. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Penalty situation.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Thomas. They get it back. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.